Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Varik.Verilion, and today in this video, what we're gonna be doing is so we're gonna be understanding once again predictive brain, or something. Maybe just get a slide up like that. So yeah, predictive brain and something, of course, like similar on that terms or something. All right, something like this. Should do, yeah. So something like that on that terms, right? So like right now, what I want to do though is like I want to create a workflow. It's like I want to know like okay, what is actually? I mean, I just want to know like some information, and there is some product that we need to buy, right? It's like okay for our betterment of our workflow or something. That's it. USB compatible 4K HP. It's about 4K, but I don't need something that expensive. Wavelengths are kind of expensive. I'm not gonna lie. And there's like we're gonna this one. Okay, so now I have open up multiple USB bandwidth, less likely. Now let me just open up multiple Android IDE or something. Arduino. So what I'm pretty much right now doing is testing my multiple monitors. Like my multiple monitors lag a lot, right? Like I told you, especially when I'm like like opening a lot of but it's not lagging at all when I'm just running one monitor. It lags a lot when I'm okay. It does. It is lagging a lot, but it just lags when the applications are opening up. That's like the case with everything. Like entire computer lags when you are opening up a new applications or two, three applications simultaneously. So I can pretty much ignore that lag. Oh, there is no lag. Beautiful, beautiful. Damn. But as soon as I connect another display, I bet there's gonna be a lot of lag. As soon as I connect another display, let me just connect that, guys. Um, how do you connect that? You connect this through. Okay. Yeah. Get connected, fucker. Yeah. So now a new is connected. All right. A new monitor is connected. Now we suddenly have insane lag. Damn, I can just see it. Now let me just. Or maybe it's not the wavelength. Maybe it's the USB or something. Wait a sec. It is lagging. It is definitely lagging. Wait a sec. Let's just disconnect this. Now, as soon as I disconnect that, I think there shouldn't be. Yeah, it goes back to being smooth. I mean, it's losing a lot of computation to run like two of them, but how about I switch the position and okay, I just need to know the USB 3 of my like some basic information. Like I'm running 5 tabs in the like generally it lags at 5 or 10 tabs. It is lagging. Is it like it's getting heated up, right? So, but it's not lagging that much. I mean, I can still notice lag. I can still notice it's not the the smooth thing, but it is working pretty fine. Rather than like when it's like two monitors or something. Even when everything is kind of open, right? So that's like a good advance there, but and it's still not that laggy. In fact, I'm not gonna lie. It's just that there's so much things open up, and it's like there's only so many things you can open up. But even then, like I can see it's pretty great. I mean, it's not like a yeah. So first of all, we know like multiple monitors kind of like causes problem. Use USB while I'm streaming. USB bandwidth, yes, likely but possible. We need to check USB bandwidth, right? For that, I just do not even need to I just need to upload information to my ChatGPT from like on my phone or something. Okay, the wires are too big at this point. Hey, whose internet I'm connected? Like streaming from my phone's internet, right? My battery of the phone is dying actually. That means yeah, that's kind of pain in the ass. It's like that means I put it on charging for hours and it takes hours to get charged up. That means yeah, another big problem, another expensive problem coming on my face with like so many different problems. Now what I need to do is like add a photo which contains almost all information about my Uh, Tell me, does my laptop support USB 2.0 or 3.0? I think if your laptop, okay, that means if, let's see if you have USB 2.0. Mm-hmm. No, okay, there's just two ports, right? Two USB ports on the I don't know, from the front it's right side, right, where there's no charger, right? The position where there's the charger. And from that I can pretty much conclude that like there are two USBs I've connected, and there's like a one USB which is like the way like I've connected, and it supports 5 Gbps speed. So I think like I've directly plugged into that, so I think it should be getting 5 Gbps, like, you know, transfer speed or something, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think all of my boats have 5 GB. Like, yeah. So, like, yeah, there's nothing much on the screen to see. Ah, I see now. Is there something that wants the 5 Gbps speeds to work? There's literally nothing that wants that high speed that I've connected right now. Uh-huh. But in the future, I'm gonna connect this things to there or something. I don't know. Like, yeah. So I think I do not need to worry about like at all about the USB or something, because like both of my ports are USB 3 ports, which kind of like solves a lot of fucking problem. Trust me. Right. So now we just need to like, yeah. Where's my anti-gravity IDE? Like, even with anti-gravity IDE and everything open up, right, it's pretty much functioning all right. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, it takes like at least 1 minute or something, and after that, it is working all right. So from what I can assume, or from what I can see, is like it can connect to displays, but it's like as soon as I connect to display, it lags, right? Display link driver. This is my leading hypothesis. What's your leading hypothesis? Even with multiple apps open, webs, like it's working. If there's only one, okay. When I do test, okay. Yeah, I forgot to select my own stream. Yeah, that's done. Here's what I do text next. To display monitor OSP open but not streaming. Does it lag? No. Start streaming. Together in OBS display preview stream again if no WP OBS rendering path is country. No, I think OBS plus display link interaction isn't causing any problem at all. Like, yeah, it's the same. Yeah, I do not think so. Like the OBS or the display link are actually. Okay, wait a sec. Because like even with guys OBS, actually I was liking when there was more darkness in the room for some reason. Yeah, man, who doesn't like darkness, right? Not too much of it, but at least good reasonable amount of it. Hmm. All right, guys. So I think OBS is not the thing. I mean, like, yeah, even when OBS was connected, I connected multiple monitors and it lags. As soon as I connect multiple, like two monitors to my one display link, it lags. Right. It's not that like yeah, even when I open up a lot of apps, it doesn't lag. Even when I'm streaming with a lot of app, it doesn't lag, but it lags when I connect two monitors rather than connecting one for some reason. Yeah. It lags then and there, right? So all we can do is like buy a new wavelength or something, right guys? Haha, that's kind of sad. One display link was smooth. Is leading a button is likely display link graphic pipeline. Go to desktop window display. Same use. No, USB has like a 3, like a USB 3.0, so USB is not the problem. Yeah, I mean, how should I know, you know? Like when I when it's lag, you know, my mouse moves so slowly. Like when I change tabs, they change so slowly. But sometimes when I play videos actually are run pretty nicely, I suppose, for some reason. Scrolling is jerky, you know. Everything becomes slow and laggy, right? That's what I could say. But then again, like yeah. We are pouring a lot of money into the system, man. And yeah. Okay, task manager. You need to go to details, performance, details, dwm.dxe. Add GPU engine, GPU and dedicated if available. Like one display driver links a DPU and CPU uses. Amazon's message, yeah. Bullshit. Now we need to on do not disturb. I forget. I mean, yeah, I think we need to get another display. Yeah, the sunlight is coming too much on my face. That's why I look like a bright alien or something. Yeah. Damn, the light is just too much. Guys, yeah, I do know light is just too much, but I guess what you guys gonna do if I do not even stream, right? Display link provides utility display support till the collects logs. Yeah, it's telling us to go to settings. We are currently diagnosing it, the problem we're going to display. Right. I just don't want you to guys see a lot of stuff because that may end up making you see some specific things that I don't want you to do. System. You have settings, system display. Advanced display. I mean the display. There's nothing. Yeah. Okay. Currently only one display link monitor is running, and it has like 1920 x 1080 at, like, and then 60 hertz. So it's running on 60 hertz, right? And yeah, and like the thing is, like, a display link supports like a 2K and 4K. My display link is expensive, but I already connected the 2K, like a 1080 p monitor uh to my display link. So it's already running on low bandwidth. That means it's already like what should I say, like it's already running something beyond like, beyond its capacity, right? So that's why I thought like it should have functioned very smoother. But when I connect multiple monitors, I think it has to do with, like you said, desktop Windows Manager. So how do we make sure that desktop Windows Manager, like, yeah, how do we optimize it? Because I went to the like task manager in details and to dwm.exe. There was like a priority. I set the priority from high to real time, right? But it shows UAC virtualizer or whatever that means, or visualizer. It shows that is disabled, right? I don't know why. And it shows minus 40k 33, but I don't know what that is, like minus 24k in front of it. There's CPU which shows 002 or something. I mean, can we optimize it? Like, yeah, can we like, I don't know if this whatever this like UAC virtualizer is, but I think maybe it can affect our, improve the processes or something, or maybe I'm focusing on something that doesn't really matter. But yeah. Display link driver is like the latest one downloaded from, like, yeah, RAM is not less likely. It is absolutely not the case, because like a RAM is 24 now, and majority of my RAM is like, yeah. Currently, I'm just running like 11 or 12 GB RAM, so it's like RAM is possibly never not the case. USB bandwidth, yeah, because the thing is, like, the problem with the display link is that it becomes more laggy as I run more applications or something, right? So, and it doesn't have to do anything with OBS too. It's like it just goes more laggy when I open up more applications and more monitors are connected, right? These are the two cases when it gets laggy. The light is just too much on my face. I know that's bothering for a lot of you to hear. Okay. Now there's not much light because there's background light. So my face, like, yeah, this is how it changes. So if you have a background light, like coming to your face gets reduced because now you have a light in the background too a little bit or something. Well, you get the gist. I am using my yeah, open task manager performance. It lagged when CPU is skyrocketing. It gets unlagged when CPU is not skyrocketing or something. Actually, I find maybe I find out the real bottleneck. The real bottleneck was in the GPU or something, or like GPU zero. It was CPU. What I did realize is that whenever CPU skyrockets, the lag skyrockets. Whenever like the CPU uses, whenever the CPU uses become like less like the lag pretty much disappears. It's based on CPU, not either on like RAM is not the problem, the SSD is not the problem, the Wi-Fi, the GPU1, which is NVIDIA GeForce 2050 that I have, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2050. I think the only time when it lagged the most was because when the CPU like uses was 90% or something. Literally, it lags when CPUs like and I'm sure about this. I've like observed it. OBS is using about 4 to 5 or even 6 or something percent of the CPU uses, huh? Busy doing that, so 100%. Okay. So we have base speed itna sockets, 1 core, 4 logical processes itna enable. Utilization 299 process threads handling. Okay. Utilization is changing. Like now I'll connect once again. Like to test my hypothesis. Again, like I've connected this bad boy once again. Let's just see if the CPU uses skyrockets. It does skyrocket, alright. And it is going smooth. Like I can still see a slight more lag adding up as soon as I connect the another monitor, but it's not that much like to have any problem, right? But as soon as I open up anti-gravity IDE or something, like the CPU uses skyrocket. 82%, but even then it's skyrocketing. It's not causing any lag, I suppose. Why? Why it's not causing any lag? Well, it should be, according to our hypothesis, it should be causing lag when it's... Wait, what? It should be causing lag, right? What's happening? Mm-hmm. Let's just open Arduino IDE. Like, and let me just take it here. Like, yeah, there are multiple apps. Right. Yeah, there is some slight lag, but it's not enough to like... If I send priority high, okay, there is some lag. Ah, CPU is being used 80 to 90%. Like, okay. What causes the CPU uses to skyrocket? Yeah, I'm opening the door. I just don't know, man. What is actually causing my lag? I just really don't know. Now I can see the slight lag or something in processing. CPU is 97%, 95%, 93, 94, 84. But it still works pretty efficiently when there's like only one connected, one monitor connected. But but as soon as I have two monitors connected, there's high CPU usage. That's what causing the problem. Okay, what is this CC1 plus? Like, yeah, this thing. I like. Like there's 4 tab on my processes filtered by CPU. Like whenever this thing runs, like there's lag. Like yeah, I've noticed this correlation. I don't know if they're directly connected, or is it just that like yeah, this thing actually consumes a lot of CPU processes or something. But this happens when I open up new applications, right? And this thing shows up, right? I open up anti-gravity IDE and Arduino IDE, and these things open up, and then there's lag. But if I close these application and open them again, this thing run for a couple of minutes, and after that it goes off. And when it goes off, like there's more CPU overhead, and now everything functions optimally. Ah, ah. CPU incentive tax you can do. Yeah, that is done. Yeah, so now is there a way to, and there's no way to improve CPU performance, right? There's like nothing out there that can allow me to like improve my CPU, right? Like yeah, of a laptop, you just need to buy a new or better laptop, right? No, no, all core are working simultaneously. I've seen that. And yeah, the whole CPU is generally maxed out. Yep. Genuinely. That means my solution of buying another display link would not gonna work. Okay. That means this display sheet doesn't really work well when you have a damn, when you have, because I have a CPU problem, not display link problem. The software is working efficiently, you know. Yeah.
Initially, this one was around 599 ka ya
the fuck cares about her? All right, so yeah. So I guess we can connect like a two CPU, but we have finally isolated the problem. The problem is CPU. That means my what they say, the core is not working at all. The CPU is bottlenecked. That means we need i5. Not i5, but yeah, you need to buy a better laptop. So that's like a big expense, right? About a 70,000 or 80,000 rupees worth of expenses there. I'm not gonna lie, damn. Hmm. So that's like a big expense there that we have, right? All right. So yeah, that's why one addition of monitor doesn't really do much because yeah, fairly. But now, like yeah, this is gonna like OBS is also like running PDF on OBS is also like CPU heavy. Like why every fucking task thing is CPU heavy, man. Huh. Mhm. And then display link heats up too. That's why having multiple display link kind of like saves that. But then again, at the end of the day, better CPU solves that all. I do spend 10 minutes with hey an F164 to rule out thermal power throttling. If neither is occurring, then you've identified the practical limit of your control. Gains come from okay. Like yeah, so I accidentally opened VS Code. Right. So should I download this or and then run something with it and to know like if everything is functioning optimally or not, right? I don't know anymore, guys. I don't know. X system portable for Windows 64-bit. Okay, so when I was downloading the software, there were three different ways you can download. Three different what they call like there was like a local US, SAC, FTP, SK, and D app CND fast CND. Like, yeah, there's three downloading. All right, and now I just want you to tell me like which one should I download? Like, yeah, out of these three options. Let me just compare it to here. Visual committed. Yeah, CPU. Okay, CPU, valid, bus core temperature 65. Okay. I've taken the screenshot when all the different multiple application that I run generally was running. Yeah, and then we also have Obsidian. Right now, Obsidian is cached, but as soon as I open up Obsidian and something, I think it's not cached and it becomes a part of that. So it's like everything bottlenecks to 40. So yeah, so it's like you would only able to use this efficiently like multiple monitor if you have like a i5, not i5, like at least i7 or i9, right? Then it's like a really good solution if you have those kind of like, yeah, because like they would never be able to use like your CPUs or something. That means you can just open up insane amount of stuff and can do insane amount of shit or something, right? But when I open up my Obsidian and when I open up my this, I mean, that's why controlling multiple monitor was just too ambitious. Like right now it's lagging too for some reason. Now yep, the wavelength must have heated up by now or something. Like, man, that's another fucking problem that we have to face all the time, right? So that's like another thing you have there. Oh, why is it lagging? Why? No, the CPU is not even used that much. Why, man? Why? Why the fuck? It's all because of us trash. I don't know. No, I think like, yeah, the wavelength driver is like heated up or something. No, because yeah, noticeably better. Well, yeah, it's CPU processes that's causing this, guys, and we've already understood like yeah what's actually causing all this. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's time to start reading, and I am kind of frustrated. Well, why shouldn't I be actually? Like, why shouldn't I not be frustrated because of like fucking everything of my weak laptop? Like you, yeah, it's like no matter how much RAM you upgrade, like yeah, 32 RAM is really good, especially if you have like a RAM problem. If you're just running, if yeah, so you can run apps that kind of like consume a lot of RAM, but you cannot contain or like have. Now it's just lagging. Why? Now my entire desktop is lagging. Maybe it's because you did up too much. Oh, now it's back to normal. That's why only one monitor is working. I didn't knew about the CPU problems. I would have just bought one monitor actually. I ended up buying two monitors. I ended up like yeah, so in simple terms I ended up actually wasting a lot of resources and money onto things that didn't really matter. First of all, I could have saved money on wavelength. They knew about that, and then if I knew about the CPU problem and CPU limit, after that I could have like saved money from like yeah. But there's not much information about wavelength online, right? Oh man, I'm kind of tired. Rich people who have multiple monitors just go for greater laptops and like yeah, a docking station or something. That's why there's not much information on wavelength. But yeah, wavelength consumes a lot of CPU, and yeah, it would have been great if it consumes RAM or something, but it just consumes CPU, right? So there's literally nothing we can do as of now, right? So we just have to go with the lag. So I've been trying to fix the lag problem for the last 1 hour, and we kind of like reduced it and found the solution, which was just to buy a big better laptop. Like yeah, and of course I can't do that. So like now, right now, so it's time to like get back. So to the real work that was decided to be done today. And after that, oh man, let's just hear something nice and sweet. And let's just meditate for 10 minutes, man. Like, let's just really, really meditate. Oh, my phone is on charge. There's no meditate website page or something. Then we'll just use Tengar. I mean, yeah. Now my phone charging problems is also there, and I need I don't know, better CPU now. Man, that's just asking for too much. I got monitors now. You're seeing the biggest bottleneck is my laptop itself. In order to fully use the laptop that I'm using, I need to, like, yeah, that's just so unfair, man. I need to, like, you're pretty much saying I need to buy a better laptop. I don't think so. Activity watch causes much. This buffalo is just taking 0.8%, which isn't much. A lot of different things are just at 0. So OBS is taking 5 to 10 or 5 to 10% or something. Right, but it's not much, honestly. OBS is not taking much. Alright, let's just meditate for now. For 10 minutes. And let's just connect this play link multiple monitors. So now if you have multiple monitor, the lag increases. Now you'll say, why, Varik? Why is that? And I'm like, that's because, not because of the display link itself. The display link can support multiple monitors. That is the entire point. It's just that, yeah, it can support multiple monitors. But, yeah, like, by the way, how about, yeah, that looks kind of cool too, but then again, yeah, this is just way more better. All of them can suppose multiple monitors or something. Alright. There's gonna be lag if the CPU uses is high, and like, yeah. How better is i9 compared to i5? Let's just ask ChatGPT that. I mean, like 2 times, 3 times. ChatGPT, how better is i9 compared to i5? Like, yeah, the Intel processor, right? How what is like difference between them? Like, if we compare RAM, like, how much better 8 compared to 16 GB RAM, and you'll say, oh, it's almost double. Then, like, yeah. Cores for 24 cores. Oh my gosh, 816 efficiency. Threads, 32 threads. Faster running virtual machines, but smoother because of extra cores. AI models are much better because GPU usually matters more. Doing when it doesn't give. No, I've updated memory, and still I realized nothing much happened with my workflow. Like, yeah, because it was like, yeah, the CPU is now the bottleneck. And how much does an like a good, like, let's say a good 24 to 32 GB RAM of like a modern i9 like 14900 HX processor, like a laptop with that, like how much that generally costs, like the minimum and the maximum price, but not the maximum actually, like, yeah, the minimum, like, yeah, if you want to do buy something like that, like how much that costs. I think it's cost like 2 lakhs, 1.5 lakhs, right, somewhere around that, like about a couple thousand, like, yeah. Yeah, 1.5, 1.2 for Legion Pro i9 HX processor, okay. Flipkart Asus ROG i9 for, okay, they cost like about 1.7 to 1.7, RTX 48 entry level, RTX 48 324 32 GB RAM with RTX 30 1.82 lakhs. For example, however, I want to challenge one assumption the CPU is now the bottleneck. That may be true, but only for OBS multi-display link browser type use. Check trials where the CPU is near. Multi-core performance if your workload is truly CPU bound. And let's say, oh, okay, so like, what does these laptops contain? I mean, like, let's say if I want like, yeah, if I want RTX 4060 24 to 32 GB RAM and like Intel Core i9 or something. Right. And also I want like what they call yeah, stuff like that, like yeah, so Okay. HP Omen, Asus ROG. Alright, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna go for HP. Like, yeah, they cost about, okay, they cost about a lot of money. I can just see that. Uh, like, this is like 3 times the price of my, like, yeah, Intel-Core i7 14. RTX 5050, what? Oh, it's i7 variant. It's i7 variant, RTX 5023 GB, DDR4 upgradable, 1 TB SSD, 16Hz, TS1 macro RGB gaming laptop, right? So, multi FPS, Night Studio. But okay, what kind of laptops do people like me who have such like who want to stream simultaneously? I think as soon as you get into the thing called stream, you need to have a gaming laptop. But people like me who wants to like have a lot of tabs open up, have at least 20, 30 tabs like simultaneously open on multiple, not 20, 30, but it's at least 10 at any given moment. Like they have Obsidian open up, a lot of PDFs open up. They're streaming, they're talking, they're like yeah, stuff like that. They're connecting hardware, they're running like anti-gravity IDE, they're connecting like multiple code services or something, like multiple applications, right? So like, yeah, so what do people like me buy the most? Like, what kind of laptop do they buy the most? Like, as soon as you get into the streaming demand, I guess you have to have a graphic card, so you get into slight bit of gaming or something. But if you are not that, like, yeah, I mean, like, streaming doesn't take much. Like, it consumes half of my 2050 graphic card, so it's like yeah, so it's like yeah, so you can go with the V graphic cards too, but then again, you get what do people like me actually buy though? Like, yeah. It's cheaper than professional workstation or fish. HP Human Dell 16 typical i5 6 processor, 32 GB RAM, RTX 21 TB storage. The GPU is often there not because they're gamer, but because the best cooling and high performance CPUs. A separate MacBook Pro M4. Ah, yeah, they use that. Why do they use that though? So first of all, you either go with like, yeah, which cost is 1.5 lakhs. Okay, it's not that costly. But I'm pretty much not gonna lock myself into like like, yeah. I'm not gonna lock myself with the like, yeah, literally never gonna lock myself with the Apple infrastructure. Nah, man. CPU, RAM, SSD, cooling. Full meets faster. The point is CPU and RAM and SSD and cooling. So you need laptop with i9 processor or something. i9, bro, i9 processor. So it's like even if a lame ass RDX. I'm not gonna use for 2K Windows 11 SR Silver 1.3 kg and 1929 hours battery life. AI laptop, Core i5 14 GB 500. Yeah, they do not have a graphic cards though. That's another thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, there has to be a lot of like, yeah, but I think Lenovo and HP are dominating. I should open for i9, but like, yeah, that would like last for about 10 years or something. I'm not gonna lie. Tends to get a good balance between, because my dad's iPhone is about as old as my phone, so that's like 4 years. But and its latest came out, and my dad believes that he can run this for 3 to 4 years or something, even more longer than that. It's just the battery, like iPhone's battery, is the problem that's causing him to shift. And he's like, yeah, so it's like, and in according to him, like yeah, that's what happens when you buy the most expensive stuff at that. Like you don't have to upgrade in between. And so it was 1,20,000 back then. So like, yeah, it runs for 80. But yeah, I mean, my phone has a lot of service. Like, yeah, his phone never required a service even once in the last 4 years. Like, not a single service. It's like he just broke screens a couple of times. Besides that, like the tempers. Besides that, there was no like service. My phone required, I don't know, 2 or 3 times service already. I'm not gonna lie. And in fact, I would say my dad drops his phone at least 4 or 5 times more than I drop my. But my phone is just 20,000, right? And this is the 4th year, and I think I have to replace. So like, if you have a cheaper phone, like yeah, if it's 40 or 50,000, I can run about 8 years with a couple of services. At best, it's like 60,000 rupees. So I can sustain everything with 60,000 rupees for 8 years, and for iPhone, which is double the price, it can like sustain itself like an 80 like for 8 years or something. But yeah, the newer the technology, the better. So like yeah. So what I'm pretty much trying to say is like, yeah, you can sustain like even a decade with best products that are coming out right now. Like yeah, for years you don't have to worry about any upgrading or anything like that. That comes to a good balance between. So yeah, this is what we need. So now let's meditate and then get back out to our work, I suppose, right? Let's just drink some water. Okay, I forgot to bring the water. Damn. So yeah, this is like getting old. The CPU, man. Or this laptop. I thought I would be able to run it for like a couple more years, but I don't think so with my work demand rising so much. Like yeah, man. Like with everything, yeah. Hmm. Let me just meditate, man. No, I just want to go back to reading book, man. I'm kind of sad that things I want to do and the equipment I have for the things I want to do is like kind of trash. And I need docking station too. Yeah, I need to wait for at least 1 year before my dad buy a better laptop or something. Yeah. Mhm. Hmm. man. I need money. If I had money, I would buy a better laptop by myself, actually. Let's create my business. Let's make my business work, man. Let's make everything that I want to do in the future work. I needed multitask, multi-monitors. Now I'm regretting buying multiple monitors. Like, it's one of the biggest, like, wrong investment I ever did. Right? Not because they were bad in themselves, but because the laptop wouldn't just support multiple monitors and would hit CPU bottleneck or something. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, man, let's just, yeah. Guys, let's just meditate and let it go. Like, literally, let's just let it go. Right, I'm just gonna put it, like, here or something. Let's just run it. So we have successfully meditated, right guys? Yeah. Now it's time to actually get done with our work or something. Yeah. It's laggy. Yeah. Just running 2 monitor is laggy. I didn't know that I'm just gonna be running 1 monitor from now. Yeah. So I guess like the third monitor that I have is like a waste of investment, which is kinda alright. Right, so yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs real quick, get a water bottle or something. Alright. Attention is precision control. Yeah, this was the topic that we had yesterday, or day before yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday went like a breeze from all the work that I was doing. That's why I need reflection at night, man. Like, yeah, that's why we have, like, even in our task settings, so like reflections. First of all, let's take the meditation. Right, we did other work, so we have to go to gym, we have to reflect. Now we're gonna study for, like, reading 2 hours or something. Right, and then in the afternoon, like, yeah, we are gonna reflect, and I don't know if I should start with YouTube or two or not. I mean, yeah, but I think there's so many different tasks, and then I won't have free headspace or something for my personal life. But yeah, there's no personal life for me, or social life, I guess. I need to social life. I would be coming back, guys. Yeah. So we are back. So your body is what it's pretty much trying to do is like it gets input, right? And if you're just trying to get this a little bit up, like yeah, so it's kind of what it's pretty much effectively trying to do every second. It's like it gets like this is your body. It gets like an input, right? So this input, it's like it's just constantly gets some input about humans, about other humans, about it's just constantly getting this eye, if I were to say, like this eye, right? This eye. It's constantly getting that. It's constantly getting that from like yeah, from the environment. Of what it's pretty much trying to do, it's staying ahead of the input. So what it's like, it's already predicting what this next input is gonna be like, and at the start, it's like garbage prediction. It's already predicting, right? And if it prediction gets wrong, there's a prediction error, right? So we have PR, which is PE or something. So you have PE, which acts like a prediction error or something. You get the gist, right? Yeah, so it's trying to stay ahead. As soon as it knows that its prediction was wrong, yeah. Okay. Delicate dance between, okay, top, up, and bottom up processing. I mean, this is a... So what is predictive processing? Okay, let me just check what was the last screenshot, or it's just I missed it to my AI. Alright. Okay, it's loading. We did it Monday 20... It's loading. Maybe I can go and check on library or something. Right. What was the last photo I had? Informative edge. On Monday I sent it like, yeah. It just 2 photos. That doesn't make sense, but... Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I can just go like here and... Yeah, but it's still not loading. Like, it's not loading the, what they call... Why is that? I don't know. It is not loading, but yeah, I can see from my prompt. Yeah. 2. Yeah, I'm not sending you a different file. You just need to explain. Okay, yeah, which is 2.3. So yeah, it's explained 2.3. Okay. What is predictive processing? Chapter 2 starts with asking when should we trust a prediction? When should we trust a sentence? Yeah, top down and bottom up. Situation we now imagine. We then fog mountain, do you have no reliable? Yeah, so it's like you're pivoting. Like neither strategy is always being constantly shift between them. Comes the new topic, precision. Yeah, precision weighting. This is probably a single new concept introduced. Like yeah, we also learned a new concept, guys. So we should add a. This is like we have prediction error, and now we have precision, right? So it's like where's like. So integrated concept integrated would be 13 now. Book study is still 20. Like yeah. Concept is now more likely precision, not predictive processing. And like rather than going with predictive processing, we can say PP or something, right? Which is like yeah. So PP. So oh, it's like not PP, but it's like yeah, predictive processing, right? So. Okay, so now this is like we are going with the PP and which is predictive processing. The topic is precision now, right? So this is probably a single new concept introduced in chapter 2. Sorry for that. Yeah, precision. This is probably a single new concept. Now imagine knock. Now to my situation, you hear a knock. Ah, I forgot to bring water bottles. I'll just be back in a minute. why using AI is so efficient? It's not because AIs themselves are efficient, but it's because AI reduce unnecessary prediction error that requires a lot of researching or something. So you get to reduce prediction error without much efficient like a hard work or something. So it's like, yeah, efficient way to reduce errors and get information, right, which allows straight transition to happen, which normally wouldn't be possible, right? Something like that is what the power of AI literally is, right? So yeah, so situation 2, you're standing beside a jet engine, you hear something that knock, maybe call this you think of precision as how should I trust this prediction error? You think precision, you can think of precision, how much should I trust this prediction error, right? Not was there an error, how much the weight should I assign up. So mathematical into imagine you like, yeah, so it's like, yeah, fuck. So yeah, which errors deserve attention, which doesn't deserve attention. So it's like your brain calculates a rough, like let's say idea or something. Okay, this thing should deserve attention, this thing just shouldn't deserve attention, or something specifically like that, or something. So it's like we need to open our daily notes today, like, yeah, and we need to take it down here so that I can, no, not like this, like this, like let me just full space that up. Of course it's not that. Control Z, what's happening? Can you just fucking, I don't know, like, okay, what was the point where it was? It was right here, right? So you can have it all the way to right here, right, babe? It's not like, yeah, we can increase that slightly by a bit, yeah. Delicate dance between top and top and bottom of processes, so yeah, the reliability. So now attention pays into the picture. So we've got that double. Now I can take my own notes here down here. So it's like attention to what? So yeah, the specific stuff. And why do we? Because we have more precision there. More precision there, and that gives us the habit of assigning more value to it. That's all. But then that would hijack more, or simply not. And then I have like my, I was thinking of creating YouTube videos finally, but let me just let it stabilize a lot more. So on days I would be creating YouTube videos. So it's like, yeah, but let's let it all stabilize, like, more, I guess, because like, I don't know, like, would I be able to handle that workload? Be able to handle that workload? That's like the thing. I don't think so it would be hard, honestly. I really don't think so it would be that hard adding YouTube too. But I mean, like, yeah, I may miss a lot of days where I don't work, but yeah. Genius precision. All theories say attention means look harder. Increase the weight of certain prediction errors. That means importance assigned to certain prediction errors rise dramatically or something. I don't know why it's lagging. It shouldn't be lagging though. There's literally no reason for now it to be lagging. Why? Have I connected into the wrong chamber? Ah, man, why everything is just supposed to be my enemy today? Like, yeah. Alright. You should fucking function well. Like, nothing is running in the background. Are you shitting me or something? Like, task manager. It's still lagging. Why, bitch? Why? Why do you want to lag? Like, yeah, CPU headspace is really open. Like, yeah. Okay, when I use Obsidian, CPU do get a lot of usage, but then again, let me just change the HDMI port or something. Then let's hope it works better. Yeah, let's just hope it works better. And let me just change temperature. It's getting heated up in the room. Probably because so much heat from my station that comes out. Right. It's still fucking lagging. Why? I'm so sick and tired of my poetry. Like, if only I had better instruments, if only I had fucking stupid bitch. Hello? So, I don't know if the streaming is still working or not. Right. I don't know if OBS is even responding. I do know that Obsidian is still responding. And I can say for certainty that, yeah, now this is working for some fucking reason. I don't know why. But is OBS responding? Not responding at all to my requests. Yeah, let's just, I think, I don't know, like, if it's, am I even getting streamed or not, like, but my video capture is kind of, like, not responding, maybe because, no, it is running, though, so maybe you guys are able to see what? So, I really don't know, though, what's causing this. Like, is it, like, working or not? I just need to know, like, yeah, either here it shows that it's not working. I can just hope that it's, like, showing it wrong or something. Ah, my face is kind of... yeah, either here it shows that it's not working. I can just hope that it's, like, showing it wrong or something. Ah, my face is kind of... Right, so, yeah, my video capture is... What's wrong with my video capture, guys? Right, so, yeah, my video capture is... What's wrong with my video capture, guys? Like OBS glitched. Yeah. I need to close it. For that, I have to close the stream. Oh man, I'm stopping the stream, guys.